Hello and welcome to Jamie Dyke's WPBSA Snooker Coach, and in this video we're going to do one of our episodes on drills and routines. This is episode 2 for basic intermediate level players. So in this episode of the series we're going to go through the basic drills and routines I would put forward to my students who are basic intermediate levels. They've just gone through the basic beginners level and they're slowly improving, ready to have a bit more of a challenge, and these drills are for you. So as you can see here, I have these line of colours up through the centre of the table and the object ball on the blue spot, nice and simple into the middle of the pocket. And the idea here is to control the cue ball with a series of run-throughs and stuns and screws with these balls as your target position for the cue ball. Now, if you look further down the channel, you'll see this drill in another video, in a detailed video called Controlling the Cue Ball. So go and have a look at that if you have 5 minutes. It's very detailed, but I'll just quickly run through it now as part of this series. So this initial red here, we're looking to leave the white level with this red, so a straightforward stun. Just like so. And when you're pretty happy, you can move the object ball out the way, the one that you're finishing level with. And then we go again. So I'll run through now. I'll target the green. So just above centre ball. Gone a little bit too far, haven't I? I've got the brown. So what I would do there is I'd either take the power level down, or I may even come slightly down on the cue ball to stop that white going so far forward as it did then. And then I'll come back to one of these targets, the blue, pink or black. I'll target the pink. Somewhere in between, but it's not too bad. It's a very good routine for really tight control of that cue ball or starting to develop a nice depth touch within your cue control. So this drill here is basically at a 1B. If you class the 1 into the middle as exercise 1A, this will be exercise 1B. It's now you have the object ball on the pink spot and your target balls running up through adjacent to the pink spot. And this is a bit more advanced, there's a bit more distance involved, but it's also, you're beginning to now control the cue ball in this scoring area of the table. If I just play one shot here, I will again attempt to come back for the pink, so nice and low on the cue ball, pot the red, come back for the pink. Wow, I've done that one really well, haven't I? So I'd have to really take my power levels down or go a fraction up the white so that I don't screw that white back so far. But again, that's another great exercise to tie in with the one to the middle for controlling that cue ball and controlling your cue delivery as well. So drill 2 for the intermediate level is what I like to call the 147 drill. Now, it's really quite simple. It's 2 reds level with the black on its spot. And all we do is we pop the red, stun the white where the red is for the black, and then we play the black, stunning up for the next red, and we keep recycling the reds back onto the table. Now, the reason I call it the 147 drill is if you get competent at this and you get quite efficient, you can then put all the colours on the spots, go through this routine until you've potted 15 reds and 15 blacks, and then try and go up and clear the colours. But that's probably for a little bit later on down the line. So I'll give this a little go here. Simple red, simple stun for the black. And then the black stunning up for the red. And then the red just stunning for the black again. And like I said, we recycle the reds as you're practicing it. And we pop black again. A little bit straight on the black, so I'll screw back slightly. And that again is another nice drill. Oh, hit that one slightly, didn't I? But again, that's another nice drill for tight cue control and developing your stuns and screws in this important area of the scoring area of the table. So routine 3 is break building using only the yellow, green and brown. Now, this is a wonderful exercise that many years ago my old coach gave me, and I've always ran with it. I found it immensely rewarding, immensely helpful within your game for controlling this cue ball in tight areas. Now, the idea is to make as big a break as possible using only the yellow, green and brown. Now, there's a few small rules. You can only pot the same colour 3 times in a row. So say I potted this brown 3 times, I would then have to get position for either the yellow or the green. Trying to avoid, if we can, using the cushions, but use them as rescues. So again, you're drilling within your technique little soft stuns and screws while break building using these colours. And you'll find that, excuse me, you'll develop such a touch in and around this area that when you come down here, you'll start scoring a lot more heavier as well. So just to run through a few shots, just to show you, we'll put the brown, little soft stun and screw, just to hold it for say green or yellow. Again, soft stun and screw off the green. Just really nice, soft, delicate cue control, cue ball control. And try and get as big a break as possible. For your level, for intermediate level, try to get somewhere between 30 and 40. I think that's a good target, you know, and let's see how well you can control that cue ball and push those breaks up using this drill. So here we have routine 4, and you may notice it's very similar to a couple of the routines in the beginner level where we had the reds all the way around the pockets, and then we followed that with the colours all around the pockets. This time we've paired the two together, so you've got the red and the colour all around the pockets. And the idea here is to pot the red with its colour in colour sequence, so the red yellow, the red green, red brown, and so on until you clear the table. And this is great for just drilling that technique that you've probably just developed and drilling cue control and cue ball control. So I'll just go through this with you now, starting obviously with the red and yellow. Going to need the rest here. Again, you may notice I'm using the rest left-handed, although I'm a right-handed player. A little bit of right hand side here just to get towards that red. Nicely done. And again, touch the left hand side off the cushion just to get the right side of the brown. Like so. Just keeping tight control of that cue ball. Tight control of the cue in. And obviously, just like before when we did the reds and the colours, if you clear this regularly, you can pull the balls away from the pockets a little bit further. So there's a little bit more distance involved. So we just finish up here now with the red and the pink. And the red and the black. Might need the rest. Just stun on and off the side cushion for the black. Not the black in. And again, as you progress, and if you consistently clear that, as I said before, you can move those pairs further away from the pocket, making the pot a little bit more difficult. So the fifth and final routine for your entry-level intermediate is this wonderful drill here that I quite often do myself, but certainly do give my students at that level. So you have the colours on the spots. Next to the black you have 2 reds. Next to the pink you have 2 reds. And next to the blue you have 2 reds. And the idea is to deal with them in groups. So we call this the blue group. And the idea is to pot 2 reds and 2 blues. Then you have the pink group, where the idea is to pot 2 reds and 2 pinks. And the black group, where obviously you try to pot 2 reds and 2 blacks. Doesn't matter how you go about it. It's all about cue delivery control and cue ball control, all the while drilling your newfound technique. So just for a quick example, I'll quickly run through this pink group. So little soft stuns and screws in this drill. 2 reds, 2 pinks. Just below centre on cue ball. Holding for the pink. Same again. Just to hold for the red in the same pocket as the pink. Seem to be forever needing the rest in these exercises as well, don't I? Just pop the red screw back across the face of the pink spot, which is nice. I'll quickly just grab the pink. Actually, we'll put a red up. You know it's a pink as much as I do. And what I will do, I'll just run through for the next group, which is the 2 reds and the 2 blacks. And you can do that as you become competent with those groups individually. You can then run the groups together. So you could do your blue group, get position on the pink group, and then run through and get position on your black group and clear all the groups together. And then if you advance from there, from the final black, you can get up to the yellow and maybe clear the colours. And it's a very good drill to put in at this level. So the core principles of these intermediate routines are basically just to drill your technique that you're developing, get used to it and more comfortable within your technique, but also to develop a nice touch within your cue control and also start to develop some good cue ball control. Remember the first exercise we put in with the target balls across the middle and the target balls off the pink spot. It's a great one for controlling that cue ball. Same with the 2 reds and the blacks with the 1-4-7 drill. Again, the routine up here with the bulk colors, fantastic routine for cue delivery control and cue ball control. These groups that we've just gone through at the end here, among the balls on the edge of the pockets, the pairs with the red and the color. These are fantastic routines for basic intermediate. So you've just gone through your basic beginners. You're still virtually new to the game, but these are great exercises. You're developing a reasonable technique and you're starting to improve nicely. Good luck with those routines. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Comment whenever and wherever you like. If you have any drills you want to do or anything within your game you need work on, put it in the comments and I'll do some routines for those specific points. See you in the next one.